So before I go over the options I found, I just want to double check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like what was at the top of your priority list is making sure that you could continue to see all your doctors and go to Legacy Hospital where you get your cancer treatments. Also, that making sure you have the additional funding for food. You want to get that dental work done, and then make sure we can get your meds covered or as low as possible. Did I miss anything by chance?
No, Blaine, you're right. Making sure I can go to my doctor and my hospital is absolutely most important to me.
Okay, I love it. Well, I'm super excited. I found a plan I know you're absolutely going to love. But if for any reason you don't like the lower cost and additional coverage, a no is completely okay. But I know you're absolutely going to love this plan. Medicare requires to go over all the details with you. At the end, you just let me know if you have any questions and what you think, and we can go from there. Does that sound fair enough?
Sounds fair enough, Blaine.
Okay, amazing. So this is, Brian, this is the Humana Choice PPO. It has a monthly premium of $0, a medical deductible of $0, which by definition, that's the amount you have to pay before your insurance starts kicking in. Do you have any questions about the $0 cost so far?
No, that makes sense. Sounds good, Blaine.
You can afford it?
Yeah, I can afford $0.
Okay. I love it. I love it. That's about all I can afford these days. So next, I'm going to go ahead and go over the copays. Each time you see your primary care physician, you'll have a copay of $0. Now, because this is a PPO plan, Brian, if you want to go see a doctor outside of the network, it would be up to $25 to see a primary care physician outside of the network. Now, in the event you're referred to a cardiologist, or let's say, for example, your oncologist you're currently seeing, your copay for them would be only $45. Now, if for some reason you found a different oncologist or want to go outside of the network, it would be a copayment of $75. Any questions about the copays for primary care doctors or your specialists?
Nope, that all makes sense.
Okay, love it. So in the event that you have to go to the emergency room, you'll have a copay of $140. If you're admitted within 24 hours, which is pretty common if you go to the emergency room, that copay is waived, so it'd be $0. Does that make sense?
Makes sense.
Okay, amazing. So if they decide to admit you for an inpatient hospital stay, your copay will be thank you, $425 for days 1 through 5, and then it will be $0 for days 6 through 90 and beyond. Now, if it's not a true emergency, I always recommend going to the urgent care. For the copay for urgent care is only $55, Brian, which is, of course, a whole lot less than an emergency room visit. Are we on the same page about the copays when it comes to emergency room and urgent care?
Yep, everything makes sense so far.
Okay, no questions?
No question.
Okay, love it. Now, I'm not sure, are you currently receiving any sort of mental health coverage or anything like that?
Oh, no, I'm doing pretty good in that department.
Yeah.
Or at least I think I am.
It seems like you got all your marbles to me. Just don't lose them, okay? But in the event that you do lose a couple and you want to try to get them back, the good thing about these upgraded plans is they all have mental health coverage now. So for outpatient mental health care, your copay for individual visits or individual sessions is going to be $195, and for group sessions, $95. Now, if you have to be admitted to a psychiatric facility, there would be a copay of $425 for days 1 through 5, and then it's $0 after that. Any questions about the additional mental health coverage these plans have now?
Nope.
Okay, awesome. So any questions before I kind of get into the good stuff that you're actually really interested in?
Nope.
Okay.
Sounds good so far.
Okay, well, sounds good or sounds great?
Sounds good. I mean, it sounds pretty similar to my current plan. So.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. Well, I'm going to go over kind of the additional benefits that we talked about, and then I'll really point out the very key differences that I know are going to make the biggest difference for you. Okay. So this plan is going to have $1,000 worth of dental, and the biggest difference here is going to be it's preventative and comprehensive. And your current plan only provides preventative coverage, so only things like cleanings and x-rays, and it actually won't cover the tooth extractions and the root canals you currently need. So this plan will take care of all of that. It'll cost you $0. Does that make sense, Brian?